Yo, 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 this is Mr. O. Yo, 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 this is Mr. O. And today we're going to learn about graphing inverse function. Okay, so we already know how to find the inverse of a function by switching the x and the y. Now we're going to try to graph it and what it looks like and identify its relationship. Okay, so let's start it this way. So we have here a triangle ABC, negative 4, 2, negative 3, negative 2, and C, 1 and 4. What is the inverse of this relation? So for us to find the inverse of this relation, again, we have to switch the x and the y. So let's say that the inverse of A is A prime. This will be now 2, negative 4. B is negative 2, negative 3, and C prime is 4 comma 1. So basically I just swap the x and the y here. Letter B, graph the triangles ABC and its inverse. So let's graph triangle A. A is negative 4 up to here. That's A. B is negative 3, negative 2. That's B. And C is 1 comma 4. This is your C. Connect them all. And that's my triangle ABC. Let's do the inverse, the A prime, B prime, and C prime. 2 comma negative 4 here. B prime negative 2. That's not negative 3. This is negative 3. B prime. C is 4 comma 1. And there you go. What do you notice about the two graphs, the two triangles? The two triangles here are symmetrical or a reflection of image with respect to this line here. And what do you call that line? That's the identity function or identity line there, which is the y equals x. They are symmetrical or mirror image or mirror image with respect to y equals x. Okay, and all the inverses are symmetrical with respect to the identity function y equals x. So find the inverse of the function, then graph both function, verify the inverse relationship on the graph. So first, we're going to try to find the inverse of the given f of x. So again, how do we find the inverse? Make the f of x y, 3x minus 1. Next step is swap the x and the y. This becomes x, this becomes y. And solve for the y by adding 1 on both sides. X plus 1 equals 3y. Divide by 3, divide by 3. So therefore, the inverse of f of x is x plus 1 over 3. So now, we're going to graph the two function. So 3x minus 1, let's have a table here. Let's have a 2 point. Let's say if x is, let's say, negative 2 and positive 2. Let's say if it's negative 2, 3 times negative 2 minus 1, that will give you negative 6 minus 1. That will be negative 7. And if it's positive 2, 3 times 2 minus 1, that's going 6 minus 1 is going to be 5. Okay. Let's try the other one. Okay. For this table here, let's try to find negative 7. If you pick negative 7 here, negative 7 plus 1 divided by 3, that will give us negative 6 over 3, which is negative 2. And if we pick 5, 5 plus 1 over 3, that will give you 6 divided by 3, is going to be 2. So this is 5, and this is going to be 2. Okay? So now we're going to plot the points. So let's start with the blue one. The original function 3x minus 1, negative 2, negative 7, negative 2, negative 7 is right here, and 2 comma 5, 2 comma 5 right here. So I will connect. So let's connect them. There you go. And the other one, the arrowheads there. And the other one will be, we're gonna connect -7, -2, and 5, 2. There you go. And those are our lines, graph of the two function. And we go into graph the y equals x and see the, to verify the relationship. So has to pass to the origin. There you go. And you can see the reflection, how symmetrical in a in a mirror image both graphs here of the two function. Okay. Next, find the inverse of the function, then graph both functions. So we're given here f of x equal to x squared plus 2. So let's find the function here, the inverse. So swap the x and the y, solve it, take the square root. Okay, y is equal to the square root of x minus 2, or the inverse of f of x is equal to square root of x minus 2. Take note that there's a plus or minus here. So graphing the x squared plus 2 here, it will give us a parabola that opens upward, 1, 2, it's the vertex, 1 up, 1 over, 1 up by 3 over. If you remember the 1, 3, 5, that's how it works there. And we're going to graph them, connect them all. And we have our parabola. Next, for this one here, inverse of fx, x minus 2. And if you know it's a plus or minus, that means we have to cover both sides reflecting over the x-axis. Minus 2, that means we're going to go right 2. That's our vertex. Up 1 over 2 over 1, up 1 over 3. And then we have to do the bottom portion because there's also negative. Down 1, right, down 1, right 3. And then if we connect them, all right, and look at the graph. Will it be symmetrical with respect to the y equals x here? We'll see. So we will connect it towards the origin. There you go. And you can tell that the two parabola or the two graphs are symmetrical with respect to the y equals x.